Today we're making a Spanish stew with chickpeas, bell peppers, tomatoes, roasted spices and Pimentón Dulce, which is that lovely, sweet, smoky Spanish paprika that adds such a wonderful dimension to whatever you cook it with. But the best part though is that you can make this dish ahead of time and have a healthy, hearty, super flavorful meal to serve on any busy weeknight. Let's make a batch. Heat a medium heavy bottom pot over medium high heat and add the butter. Once the butter has melted, add the couscous. Now stir until the couscous has absorbed all the butter, and you will see it's going to look a little shiny. And now cook the couscous for 2 to 3 minutes until pale golden, making sure to stir frequently or shake the pan frequently. Toasting the couscous in a little butter gives it the most wonderful nutty flavor. As you see, the couscous is starting to take a little golden color around the edges. At this point you want to stir or shake the pan quite frequently. So now, turn off the heat and add the water, and this will splatter, so be careful. Sprinkle with the salt and stir well. See, the couscous is already absorbing a lot of the water. And it's got a lovely toasted color. Now cover the pot and let it stand for 20 minutes until the couscous is all fluffed up. The couscous has been resting about 5 minutes, and look, it's already absorbed all the liquid. Make sure you flake it with a fork. I do that a couple of times during the 20 minutes. It will help keep it nice and fluffy without clumping up. I love to serve this stew with this light and fluffy toasted couscous, but if you prefer whole grain, serve it with quinoa. It's absolutely delicious with it. Cut the bell pepper in half, remove the stem, the veins and the seeds. Now cut each half in 1/4-inch strips, and then cut the strips crosswise in 1/4-inch cubes. Now that all the ingredients are prepped, we're ready to start the stew. Heat a large heavy bottom pot over medium-high heat. I like to use a wide pot for this recipe so that I have more room to saute the onions and the peppers. Add the olive oil and the onions. Now stir well, and we're going to saute the onions for 2 minutes until they start to sweat. Now add the red bell pepper and the green bell pepper. Toss well so the vegetables are well coated with the oil, and saute for another 8 to 10 minutes until golden. Make sure not to toss the vegetables too often. You want to give them a chance to cook and the sugars to caramelize in between tossings. As you see, the vegetables are done. They have a lovely golden color, almost turning golden brown. So now we are ready to add the garlic, the toasted cumin and coriander, the Pimentón Dulce and the cayenne. Now toss well, and we're going to saute this for about 1 minute only. We want the garlic to release its flavor as well as the spices, but we do not want it to burn. And at this point, your pan is very hot, so keep tossing and stirring. I wish you could smell this. It is unbelievable. The Pimentón Dulce is already smelling so deliciously smoky. It's heaven. So now add the pureed tomatoes, the reserved cooking liquid from the chickpeas, and the chickpeas. Stir that well and bring to a boil. Once the stew is boiling, give it a good stir. Reduce the heat between medium and medium-low. Cover the pot and slow simmer for about 20 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes. Let's have a peek. As you see, our stew is doing great, but it's still a little bit liquidy, so we're going to simmer uncovered until it has thickened a little bit. It's been about 12 minutes, and as you see, the stew has thickened slightly. Now when I stir it, I can see the bottom of my pot here, but the sauce is not dry. It's still really wonderfully moist. So now add the salt and the sherry. Stir well and simmer for another 2 minutes. Our stew is ready, but make sure to taste it before you serve it and adjust the seasonings if needed. Enjoy this delicious stew. Bon appétit!